You know, if we do win today, we sort of cement ourselves at the top and then we're there to be shot at.
If everyone talks about non-league, it's generally us two at the minute, so it's probably what creates the rivalry. I'm not as confident as some of the others.
Take no prisoners, do them.
If they bring 250 fans, I'll be amazed. Man United are playing, so they won't get the support.
That's massive. I wouldn't say it's a title decider because I wouldn't want to give that disrespect to Wrexham, but you know, really, if we win today, then I'm pretty confident we can go on and do it. Yeah, I think they're really going. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to come out and have a go at us.
There's not a team that's going to sit back and take it and defensively, because the game we seen in the first game of the season was class. Really good game of football.
If we start slowly, we could be in trouble. I just hope we don't freeze on the big occasion.
They did such a job on us that we couldn't respond.
We just knew then from then on it wasn't going to be our day.
Everyone knows we didn't start well enough, you know, 2 goals down in the first 10 minutes.
Bloody hell, they butchered us. They, I think, are the best side that I've seen so far down here.
Still top of the league, so you've just got to try and get the positives out of it. I completely agree with how Justin deals with it all, you know, like brush yourself down and get on with it.
Now, what we had was we had players in the team that were probably playing their biggest game, not only of the season, but of their careers. And once we fell behind, we've come up against a team that were full of very good players for this level and managed the game very well.
With the injury crisis that we've got at the minute, and Jobi being one of them, he is missed. My God, you know, he's really, really missed at the moment. You can tell that when he's not in the team seems to lack something.
It's Jobi Mcanuff. He's got one back for Reading. And Jobi Mcanuff has got one at Old Trafford.
Because I've been at that level, and when you come down, especially in the later years, you know it's not going to last forever. You know, once you're done, you're never going to get that back again, ever.
One man who's played a huge part in this season's promotion push has been former Premier League player Jobi Mcanuff. At 37, his influence on this team has been amazing, and he still remains one of the best players in the National League.
Having tasted life at the top of football, like internationally and domestically, like what's now your motivation to keep playing?
I get asked that a lot, you know, and it's funny because I actually get asked it a lot by friends of mine that have played, that either not playing now or they just couldn't handle dropping down. A lot of it's a mentality rather than they're not good enough. You know, it's like, oh, do I want to go to, and I say this with the greatest of respect, you know, to the teams, but a Barrow away. I'm talking about lads that have played at Old Trafford or you know, even Leeds and Nottingham Forest regularly, you know.
He's not one of them lads who've come down to this level, almost looks down on it. He's embraced it and become one of, if not the best player in the league, just for his attitude alone.
So I'm from Tottenham originally, a group of about 4, 5, 6 of us that were kind of from North London that were playing for Wimbledon, sort of in the youth team and stuff. Yeah, we'd sort of commute over to Surrey every day, which was a bit of a slog, but for me it's those little things that give you that little grounding, man. That in itself sort of almost weeds out the ones that are, you know, do they really want to do it? You know, you're getting up at, you know, 6:30, so you're on the train, the bus, walking at the end of it, you know, doing a proper day, you know, which you should be doing at academy level anyway, I think. Hello? Oh, you're hiding? How was nursery, mate? Good? Oh, you're not very shy, are you? You're the most shy boy in the world, mate. Come to film you because you're going to be a footballer. You're right. That used to be a games room for kids. It's now a dumping ground for baby clothes and washing and stuff like that. So,
He's an ultimate professional. He's a class person. You know, he's a class act. Don't say that lightly.
Such a key player. I wish he was 27.
I wouldn't say I'm borrowed time, but I'm well over what the average player would play for.
It's mental, it's mental. For the first 6 months of the season, he was pulling off 40-yard, gut-busting runs and flying in with a fantastic challenge.
Jobi had recently been suffering with a foot injury, which meant Orient went to inform EBBSFLEET without their skipper and other key members of the team. And their lead at the top was now down to just 2 points.
Salford I knew would give us a game, but EBBSFLEET I thought we'd massacre them. We never got out the starting blocks.
Every time that we have been defeated since I've been manager, we have bounced back on the next game. So that was the first time we had experienced back-to-back defeats in the league in over a year.
It maybe wasn't as one-sided as the scoreline suggested.
You've got to take the goals out of the game and look at the best chances. We had them. We had hit the post, we had one clear off the line, the keeper made save after save after save. Sometimes you have to accept defeat, and that's what we have to do.
Any team are going to struggle with 6-year first team out.
How important is actually planning for the future beyond football?
It's very important. I think that's where a lot of footballers struggle, really. And I think it's more when it ends abruptly, as I say, through an injury or a contract offer that just doesn't come. I mean, I left school at 16, like any footballer would do at the time. So we're talking 20 years, you know, every day, getting up, go and train, play a game, go and train, play a game. Even 10 years of that, you know, you come out of it and then it's like, right, what do I do? I mean, only the top level lads are going to earn enough money that they finish at 32, 33, 34 and they're like, I don't need to work again.
I don't think you should ever give up unless you know it's the time, and for me it's never the time for him. He's got, I think, at least another year, if not more.
It's just finding something that you feel you'll be able to get some enjoyment out of, but also knowing it is going to come to an end one day, you know, and appreciating, I suppose, what you have got, you know, and just being ready for it, really.
Another person at Leyton Orient with Premier League experience is their head coach. Justin Edinburgh played over 200 times for Tottenham and won both the FA Cup and League Cup. And yeah, Spurs did actually win some trophies in the past.
I started out at Southend United, which was a fourth division team. There was no Premiership then, it was League 1, 2, 3 and 4. I had 2 years there as a professional and was sold to Tottenham. And I went straight in more or less into the Tottenham first team. And I think probably the only one that comes to mind that's done that of late would be Dele Alli.
Incredible respect for anybody that reaches the level of football that the manager played at, for the amount that he's won. The games that he's played, the period that he was at Tottenham for. You
know, I was privileged enough to play with some quite outstanding players. If you asked me to pick my best player that I ever played with would be Paul Gascoigne. I think I was a privilege to play with him, I believe, in his best season, which was the year he returned from Italia 90 in the World Cup. And that following season at Spurs, you know, single-handedly he took us to the FA Cup final.
When he came out of the end of his playing career, it went back to scratch, if you like, and he had to start again. And I hear people now who've just stopped playing and they keep talking about, well, I shouldn't have to go non-league to get a manager's job, where there was none of that from Justin. It was, I think, he started at Billericay.
I don't think anyone could have prepared me for it. I was a manager. They wasn't interested in what I'd done in my playing career. That been and gone. So I had to quickly get to grips with that. You know, when I went to Billericay, I was pumping the balls up, washing the bibs, organising the coach travel, paying the players' wages, fixing leaks in the dressing room. You know, you're at that level, you've got to get involved.
I think that's very admirable of him to sort of do that route. He didn't expect anything out of him just because he had a great career.
There was at times where I didn't think that I would make that transition, and you tend to feel that the only way I was going to do that is the way I did, is take a team from non-league into the Football League. You know, they'd lost their club, they'd become a Phoenix club, they You know, I've been out the Football League for 25 years. A lot of feelings, a lot of emotion that run through that achievement for me personally and for a lot of other people.
I remember being at the game when Justin took over. It was at Solihull away and it was dire.
If you look at where the team was when he took over, it's near enough the same side.
I've said it, and it's not something I say flippantly. It would be the only club at that time that I would have stepped back into non-league.
Since then, he's obviously gotten by the scruff of the neck, told them exactly what they need to do, and they're doing it.
I think he's one of the best, really, in terms of he's someone who is always quite straight. I think the best ones. He's got that. For me, he's got that right balance of forward thinking, but that old school edge. I think that the best managers have got.
I try not to live every tackle, every header, every run on the pitch, but I just can't detach myself from that. You know, I still feel shattered more as a manager after a game than I did when I was a player. You know, my Saturdays and Tuesday nights are a write-off because I'm actually worn out.
After 2 defeats on the bounce, Orient's lead at the top had completely vanished and they were now level on points with Solihull Moors. Their next game against Maidstone United had suddenly become a lot more important.
We had a very good week leading up to that game. As staff, we met first thing Monday morning. We needed to first look at ourselves. It's all right, everyone keep looking at the players and what I had done this. So we reflected, called a meeting with the players on the Monday morning and showed 1 or 2 things that we'd put together over the weekend. And we went back on the training ground and we worked.
This is kind of the first game where you come into it and go, all right, this is kind of there for us to take, hopefully. But then all Orient fans know that that's when it falls apart.
We've hit the bottom, we're bouncing back now. Every game's a pressure game, it's 11 against 11.
Yeah, I love it, man, and that's when it's, for me, it's game time, you know, that tunnel. To be a captain and to lead your team out, certainly there's an extra importance. You know, when you win a game, you feel that little bit more, and when you lose a game, it's the same again.
As an Orient fan, you just don't know what to expect. But you've got to hope for the 3 points.
They're going to come and give it. They've got nothing to lose, and we've got everything to lose.
The game was a bit of a ding-dong at the beginning. It was here, there and everywhere. Neither team really settled and controlled anything in the first 15-20 minutes. But I thought after that we had put some really good moves together. And, you know, the pleasing thing was that it was off the back of the week's preparation that we'd had. We could start to see those patterns.
Sometimes sense it, you know, before the game. For me, there was no way we're not going to win that game, and everyone was at it.
Once we got that first goal, there was no looking back.
Mcanuff with the corner, it's a deep one. It's knocked back in there, there's a chance! It's McCarthy, no mistaking this time. Let's go! At the moment, are they? Back it comes. Is that a foul?
It's a
penalty.
penalty.
Yes, it was. It's a penalty against Ross. 3-0. No mistake from the Crawley bomb.
It's not about the fame, it's not about the wealth, it's about memories, it's about achieving, it's about being involved in teams that are being successful or have been successful. That's what I'm in it for. I was privileged, like I said, played at an incredible club for over 10 seasons, which I take great pride in. I won 2 domestic cups, lucky enough to go and win something as a manager by winning the playoffs of this league with Newport, which would have been my biggest achievement of my professional career. So I think if I could achieve that here, then I think that would top it all.
Thanks again for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of this series and all the other videos that Dream Team are doing. And please click the little bell below so you can get up-to-date notifications when we do post. The next couple of episodes I'm really excited about. We're going to be following Orient all over the country because, as you can see, the promotion race is getting more and more exciting. And we've also got loads of fascinating stories that we've yet to really show you. So please stay tuned for those, and yeah, come on you O's.